To provide some context, there is a big debate in the gaming community about the ownership of the games that you purchase. What I mean by this is, let's take for example the company MiHoYo. Suppose MiHoYo disappears, the company goes bankrupt or something bad happens, and it no longer exists. In that case, your Genshin Impact account or Honkai Star Rail, all the characters, all your progress would vanish along with the game. You wouldn't be able to play it anymore. It's over. Although it may be unlikely to happen, it has happened before with other games. When I was making my video about Data Life, I was looking for gameplay of the gacha game they made, but it had already been shut down, and I couldn't record gameplay for the video. That's why I ended up using Bloodborne, which fit really well with the theme of insanity in the review. The video turned out good, so if you can watch it, I appreciate it. Another example is the game Princess Connect Redive, which was promoted by Crunchyroll itself. It was shut down on April 30, 2023. This doesn't only happen with gacha games. Many online service games can no longer be played. Rumbleverse, a really fun battle royale game, was shut down. Spellbreak, another amazing game in the same genre, was also shut down. Various MMORPGs like Terra. The point is, there are people who have spent hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on these games, and yet they no longer have the right to play them. The blame for this, in a way, lies within the legislation. Companies should give us the option to keep playing even after the online services end. That's why I consider Capcom an incredible company that is ahead of its time. Yesterday, when I'm writing this on June 12, Capcom announced Mega Man X Dive Offline, which is the same version of the gacha game Mega Man X Dive, but now with offline access, available on the same platforms as before. This is because Capcom announced that the online version of the game would be shut down on September 27 of this year, 2023. In other words, even after the game ends, it will still be available for those who want to continue to playing it. I've always wondered why other companies don't do this, allowing the game to be played offline even after the online services are terminated. Players could still enjoy the game, especially those who have spent a lot of money on it. This should be the standard, but companies want it to be a live service, where you have no control over the game. That's why I have a great respect for Capcom. They not only release great incredible single-player games like Devil May Cry 5, but also multiplayer games like the recent Street Fighter 6. They have shown that they are ahead of their time. The Mega Man franchise is no longer a shadow of what it used to be. It's truly a franchise that has declined. A great example of this was creating a gacha game with it, which had been sitting in the shelf for a long time. However, they don't treat it as something trivial or disposable. They know that Mega Man fans are still out there, so they made a game that caters to that niche. And now it's available offline, just like the other Mega Man games we had. Why am I making this video? Well, because Mega Man is my favorite game franchise. I love the classic Mega Man games. And I also love Mega Man X games, except for the 7, which was pretty bad. I really enjoyed Mega Man Zero. I spent several hours playing it. I was thinking about playing the Mega Man X Dive game, but I knew its end might be imminent. It's no longer one of the major titles that Capcom is willing to invest for new games. However, seeing the news about Mega Man X Dive Offline is refreshing. I can buy the game and know that I'll be able to play it for a good amount of time. But more importantly, it shows that Capcom cares, even if just a little bit. It gives me a glimmer of hope for Mega Man's future, and for that, thank you.